Hello everyone, myself Mitesh Savalia from Praveen Patil Polytechnic, lecturer in Electrical Engineering Department. In the previous video, we have studied about Ohm's law and the concept of internal resistance, how internal resistance affects the term called as a voltage, or the term voltage drop is present in the circuit because of the internal resistance. In the second video, we have learned about the types of connections of resistance. When resistance is connected in series, then how we have to derive the formula. When resistances are connected in parallel, then how we have to derive the formula. So the types of connections we have learned. Now in this video we are going to learn the definitions which are important for the electrical circuits and electrical networks. If you get any network in front of you, so you must know the each and every parameter of the circuit. What is point is called, what is a closed circuit is called. So each and every parameter related to the circuit that you must know. So for that reason, in this video we are going to learn the definitions which is related to the electrical networks. So now one by one we will start with the definitions. First is active network. As the name suggests, the circuit or the network will be active. So to make any circuit or any network as a active, we must have one source which can drive the circuit. Without source, it is not possible to drive any circuit. So to make any network as an active network, we must have a source. Now in the first unit we have seen that there are two types of sources. One is voltage source, whereas other is current source. So to drive the circuit we have two responsible sources, voltage source as well as current source. So the definition of active network is: an active network contains at least one voltage source or current source that can supply the energy to the network. As we have mentioned, as the name indicates, active network. So to make any circuit active, we must require at least one source. So here we have two sources. So either we should have voltage source or we should have current source to make the circuit or to supply the energy to the network. Second definition is passive network. So it is the opposite, total opposite of the active network. So the passive network does not contain any voltage source or current source to the network. So the network which have absence of source, that network is called as a passive network. These definitions are very much important for the 2 marks questions. So all the definitions you have to note it down in your notebook so that you can memorize it. So note this definition in your notebook. Active network is a network that contains at least one voltage source or a current source that can supply energy to the network. Whereas passive network doesn't contain any voltage source or a current source to the network. Moving ahead, a linear network. The parameter of the circuit does not changes with respect to the voltage and current is called as a linear network. That means the working of element does not change with the direction of change of current or the voltage in the network. The best example for the linear network is resistance. If resistance is getting current from left to right or else from right to left, the property of resistance remains the same. It opposes the flow of current. So that property of the element is called as a linear network. So the parameter of the circuit does not changes with respect to the voltage and current is called as a linear network. Now non-linear network. The parameter of the circuit changes with respect to the voltage and current is called as a non-linear network. A best example of the non-linear network is fan. You can do an experiment. If you reverse the connection of fan, it will rotate. Connection of capacitor of your fan, then it will rotate in the opposite direction. So here we have reverse is the direction of current, so the direction of fan also reverses. So the direction of fan depends on the direction of current. As the current changes, direction also changes. So that circuit is called as a non-linear network or a non-linear circuit. So the parameters of the circuit changes with respect to the direction of voltage and current is called as a non-linear circuit. Next definition is bilateral network. A circuit whose characteristics, behavior are the same irrespective of direction of current through the various element of it is called as a bilateral. Again here we can say that the parameters of the element does not changes with the direction of current. That network is called as a bilateral network. Unilateral network. A circuit whose characteristics, behavior changes with the direction of current through the various element of it, then it is called as a unilateral network. So this means if we reverses the direction of current and voltage, then the behavior of the circuit changes. So this kind of circuit is called as a unilateral network. Next definition is node. You can remember it with other name as a point. In the easy language, you can remember it with the help of point. A point through which a circuit element is connected to the circuit is called as a node. That means the point at which number of branches are connected. That may be either 2 branches, 3 branches, 4 branches, etc. But that point is called as a node. The point through which a circuit elements is connected to the circuit is called as a node. As you can see in the diagram, the connection point of voltage and R1 is called as a node. The connection point of R1 and R2 is also called as node. The junctions, you can in short call it as a junction, where 2 branches are connected. That point is called as a node. Next is a branch. A branch represents a single element such as a voltage source or a resistors. In other words, a branch represents any 2 terminal of element. That means here we have an example of branches R2. R2 is a branch, R1 is a branch, R3 is a branch, current source I is a branch, and voltage source V is a branch. So the branch means it have only elements. It have only 2 terminals. So you can see, in other words, a branch represents any 2 terminal elements. Next is loop. Loop is any closed path in a circuit. If any circuit is having a complete closed path, then that complete closed path is called as a loop. So this was all the important definitions for the electrical circuit. So now if you get any circuit, then you must identify all these parameters. If you have any doubt, you can call me or else you can message me. Thank you.